Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Evasion. Man, I have missed you all. You beautiful, beautiful people. Welcome back. We are here to announce something that has been in the works for months and months and months that I have not been able to talk about. My co-host, Death, has not been able to talk about, and it has killed us
Not at all.
inside. Guys, welcome, everyone. Death, how are you today?
I'm doing great, Bunny. I'm very happy to be here. Yeah, it's been killing me inside as well, but good thing I'm already dead. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this. Let's do it.
That's exactly right. Death is already dead, so we don't have to worry about that. But now he can live again, and we can finally talk about everything that has been in the works in the background. Guys, welcome to the show. If you don't know who we are Evasion.gg. We are your premier esports leagues in everything from Escape from Tarkov and now including Hunt Showdown, and who knows what else may be in the pipeworks for the future. But guys, if you want to know more about us, head over to our website, evasion.gg. You can find all of the information about the company. You can find out the events that we will be putting on. You can also find out about our team that we have, because we do have Team Evasion that will be competing in multiple different esports, and just a lot of other things such as merch. You can find yourself some Evasion gear if you would like to rock it out there at evasion.gg/merch. Pick up everything that you need, from hats to shirts, all the way down to little tippy-toey socks, and keep your feet warm. Also, make sure you are following us on all of our socials. You can find us at Twitter/X, depending on what day of the week it is for Elon to call it, but that would be Evasion_GG, Instagram Evasion_GG, YouTube, and TikTok. So make sure you follow all of that to stay up to date on all of the information that we will be having going forward with all of the upcoming events. Guys, I am your host, John, aka Unfluffy Bunny, and I am very, very excited to be back. I have missed doing this. I have missed hosting and casting here on Evasion for you, so I'm ecstatic. I am super happy. You can find me here on Twitch at UnfluffyBunny, or over on kick.com at BunnyWasTaken. So follow me either place. I would really appreciate it. And I am joined by none other than the man himself that kind of started everything that's going on today. I mean, didn't kind of, he did. Games with Death. Death, introduce everybody to yourself that may not know you, and tell us a little bit about you.
Hello, my name is Death. Yes, that one. You can stop screaming. It's okay. Don't worry. I'm a I'm an OG Hunt Showdown content creator and Hunt partner. You can find me as Games with Death on everything, but if you don't find me, don't worry. Eventually, one day, I will find you.
That's a stare. That is a scary stare. He will find you, and
it's just a fact, Chad. It's just a fact. Enjoy it while you can.
We're Death. We're not supposed to be taking dark turns here. This is supposed to be uplifting and happy. So we're gonna go back to that.
All right, great.
Well, Death,
I misread the room.
Well, like I was saying, this is your baby. You started Monday Night Hunt. You started the Bayou Bowl. Can you do me a favor and kind of introduce the Bayou Bowl and maybe a little bit of the history of it?
Sure. So the Bayou Bowl is more of a grassroots competition that grew out of some stuff that we were doing in the community early on when Hunt got launched. We used to have these things called prestige competitions where we would have people prestige and see the fastest who could get to actually rank 100. They were a lot of fun. Kind of out of that, we grew another show that was called Monday Night Hunts that is no longer airing right now because it's very intensive. That was I and another content creator named Salty Octopus, who's not making content right now. But yeah, and kind of out of that, the competitions grew into the Bayou Bowl, which have become, as we like to call, the premier hunt competition within the community. So we've, I like the way that we started to do things was just make it into we wanted to make it the biggest, the best competition that we could possibly could for Hunt. And it was for the Hunt community, that was by the Hunt community. And we've had 3 major competitions with over 500 participants. I I guess it was about a year and a half ago or a year ago. I can't even remember at this point. I kind of came into contact with Sig, and she invited me to go and participate in the trios competition, and I was just absolutely blown away by what Evasion does and the way things are organized and how it is just put together. I was in awe, and I was like, man, if there was a way that I could like implement some of this stuff around the Bayou Bowl, I would do it in a heartbeat. I
Hmm.
got to know Sig a little bit later through playing Hunt with her and stuff, and I just said, maybe like there's an opportunity here. We've got a really good name with Bayou Bowl. It's kind of legendary in the Hunt community. We're really proud of that, and we wanted to bring the competitions back. So, it works in the sense that we've got Hunt and EFT, really two pioneers of the extraction shooter genre, right? Like, I
Hmm.
mean, these are the two games that I would consider the ones that made the genre.
Yeah.
And teaming up together was just an obvious next step. So after that, we went to Crytek, and you guys are about to see the results of everything that's happened. And I'm really excited to be here, and I'm really excited for the future of competitive Hunt. So let's knock this out of the park.
Exactly. And that's something you touched on there, which is one of my favorite parts about all of this. I mean, Sigma, we love her here. She is the creator of everything at Evasion, has worked so many countless hours tirelessly in the background to create everything that you see. And it was exactly that. It's a grassroots program. I remember when I joined Evasion for the first time back in season 2 and competed, and everything has just been from the ground up, and it's nice to see different groups come together from different games and different communities collabing in such a unique way to create something better and
Yeah.
hopefully entertaining for everyone at home, because that's why we do this. We do this for us to have fun, but we do it for you at home, so that way you can have some entertainment and escape for a little while and just watch people just chat out and just go crazy. And I absolutely love it. And I'm glad to have you here, Death. And I am so glad that we have this collaboration coming through. Now, I want to ask you a little bit about involving Crytek into this, because this is sponsored in part with Crytek. They are on board, and they are a huge supporter of what we are doing here. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, I think that I think one of the key figures that was I think that it's actually affecting Hunt all over the place is David Fifield. David is or Buck Wild as he goes by on in the game and all around. Has just been instrumental in like really pushing Hunt to new boundaries. And when we approached him with this idea, he was all for it. And these are also things that they understand, that like esports and competitive scenes, those are things that are kind of in a flux in the gaming space, right? Like we don't see, we talk about Overwatch League, and we talk about like Valorant League, or what these teams are doing and stuff. And this is with that in mind, this is how we constructed this competition. We want to keep it grassroots. We want to keep it close to the community, and we want their support. And that's some things that Evasion and both Bayou Bowl bring to that as well. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's fantastic, because we do have so much going on in the world of esports. I mean, we have it's kind of a crazy time, because esports is one of the most watched things in the world right now, but they seem to not be doing great in other aspects because of growth. And I love that companies still want to be a part of this, and we have these kind of movements at the ground level where it's like, no, this is important. This is important to the games. It's important to the communities to have these competitive just game types. Like, we love it. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Like, we wouldn't play extraction shooters if there was not a competitive aspect to it. Isn't that right, Death?
Yeah, I think that like esports in general is exciting, and it's great to see. The drama is always going to be there. It's just like professional sports, right? Like, I mean, you will see people who will do things that nobody else can do in these games, and they push the games to the limit. The benefit for the companies that do it, and the companies that want to participate in this to support these kind of things, is that you're getting like really intense testing out there in the wild, but you're seeing exactly how high level play can be. And that's what we're about. That's what Bayou Bowl's always been about. It's always been about showcasing the highest talent that we can find inside of the game, and letting those people just express themselves through that competitive nature. And Yeah, I really, really, really am looking forward to the future, where we can do even more of that.
Yeah, 100%. I am right there with you, and I'm glad you mentioned that because we're talking about the highest level of play, and I think what we should do, Death, is I think we should get right into it, and let's talk
Right.
about the players that we are going to be seeing compete at this high level of play because some of these clips. I mean, I've been playing Hunt for a little while, and it blew my mind when I saw this. So let's go ahead and take a look at all of the hunters competing in this Bayou.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Good shot. Not a bad selection.
All right.
Controlling oil rig right now.
Wait, one's running away. One's.
Yeah.
Did I just smoke him? That's awkward. Give me a second.
One guy in the church.
Gotcha.
My God, he's
Whoa.
dead!
One off.
Dude, no fucking way!
You guys.
No way.
Wow, Death. I mean, after seeing that, I am even more hyped for the Bayou Bowl 4 with these competitors. I mean, we saw a man put people down with a Derringer, an entire, it felt like a billion squads. We saw a man heal during the middle of a fight, and then we saw Gunsmack just yeet a throwing axe and kill a man blinded. I mean, what do you take away from that?
I take away that I don't want any of those people in my games. I would like them to stay out of my games. That would be really good. That would be my request, especially Bushwhacker. I see you, Bushwhacker. I know it. No, I can't say enough good things about like all those people in that montage. It was just it's kind of insane. So it's really, yeah, this, like somebody said in the chat, this is a lineup. Like this is going to be, this is probably one of the best lineups that we've had in any competition. So yeah. I mean,
well,
yeah.
Do me a favor, Death. I mean, you can't say enough about them, but maybe go ahead and tell everybody who they all are at home, and tell everybody who will see competing on September 9th and 10th.
I mean, I think we've just got a veritable who's who in the hunt community. We really do. These guys are the best of the best, all of them. I'm going to go down the list here, tell you a little bit about it. Everybody everybody that's going to be on the competition. We've got Delaney. This is kind of like the OG of the OGs. James Delaney has, and I had to check this morning just to make sure. He has 10,000 hours in hunt. So there's nothing that Lord James Delaney has not done. And he's as deadly as he is unpredictable. Rakta, I don't think he needs any introduction. He is absolutely exploded in the last like 18 months or a year. It's just, he is one of the most deadly people that I've ever seen play the game. And we'll talk a little bit about how we are going to expect him to do in the competition later. Fail Spawner, actually the winner of Bayou Bowl 1, an incredible player. He was actually the first player in the game to ever reach Prestige 100. And if you are in the game, you happen to see like a wanted poster around of a guy with a big beard. That's Fail. So yeah, has his own poster. He's probably the only IRL person that's living that I think probably has a depiction in the game or some reference to in the game. We've got Gunsmack. Gunsmack is he's the best movement specialist of anything that I know. And he constantly breaks the game, which the devs love. So, yeah, he finds ways to get on top of everything. So, yeah, I a very high level player. Rakta, sorry, correction. I did it again, Hornet. All right, I always confuse Rakta and Hornet. I have no idea why. I've got them locked in my brain, but Hornet is not Rakta, just so we know. He's another OG of Hunt, and I'm looking for him to actually during the competition, if he can get his hands on an officer carbine, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. Vombus, I mean that clip that you guys saw just kind of really sums up Vombus completely, right? Heals in the middle of a fight while a guy is flash bombed. He looks like I swear to God, every time he makes Hunt look so easy, it looks like he's drinking a martini while he's playing. Like you don't even realize that he's doing it. Baru Snake. Baru is a smaller creator. We wanted to include a lot of really, very, very high level players, and even the smaller creators. We really want to give them a platform as well. And Baru he's got a very deadly reputation. So I really expect some big things from him out of this competition. Nino, this is another Hunt player that doesn't need an introduction. He doesn't play Hunt. In my opinion, I think that Nino kind of creates art when he plays. The man does not sweat, and I swear to God that Nino is probably some like ancient lost language, a word from some ancient lost language that means like ice or something like that. Because I've never seen him get flustered at all. We've got Tweak. Tweak is an Evasion team member. He's been playing Hunt for the last few years. I'm kind of like. Recently, Tweak posted that he had 63 KD for the most recent start of EFT. So I'm really looking forward to that being translated over to the competition. I don't know about you, Bunny, but that's very, insane. Very yeah, that's insane. And if we have Tweak, we cannot not have the other part of Ireland, which is Pep. I have played with Hunt with Pep a few times. And do you ever remember that old, remember the Chappelle show? You remember that Wayne Brady episode? You ever see that one? Yeah, that's kind of like what it's like to play. That's what it's like to play Hunt with Pep. I was doing things that I'm not even going to repeat here. We've got Fudge. I'm going to let you talk about a little bit about like Fudge and Trey because I'm familiar with a little bit with Trey, but not with I'm not too familiar with Fudge. But if you want to talk about them, and then I can pick it up at Bushwhacker.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Fudge XL is a part of the Team Evasion family. He is one of our team members also. Absolutely Slayer, and always a great time when you are with Fudge. I mean, when you check it out his channel, the insanity that this man gets into, and you think that he's your friend, but he will instantly kill you just for a laugh, and in a toxic, joyful kind of way. I don't know how to explain it, because it's happy, but also very sad at the same time, and it's just, there's moments with him. I love him to death, but this man, but he will be a great addition to this competition. And then Trey 24K, Trey is an absolute slayer in the Tarkov community. I mean, a lot of people know him. He has been around for a very long time, and it seems that he does play a lot of Hunt in his free time, and I have no doubt that those skills that he has in Escape from Tarkov are going to transition right over here to Hunt.
Excellent. Yeah, and then we've got Bushwhacker, and Bushwhacker is what I like to call, we have a lot of solo v trio specialists out there right now. This guy is just deadly with any weapon in the game. I think the last stream that I watched with Bushwhacker in it, he went in and he wiped an entire server with just a Sparks pistol and a Cav Saber, and that was it. And stay out of my games, Bushwhacker. Yeah. We've got Cal. Cal is also, Cal has been in the game from the very, very beginning. He's another solo v trio specialist. Cal is an extremely creative player, and the best way I would describe Cal is that if there are situations where other players would die, Cal is going to find victory in some way, somehow. And he plays a variety of weapons, which is going to be one of his big strengths that he's going to bring in with him to this competition. We've got Murdor 86. Murdor 86 is the winner of Bayou Bowl 2. By the way, we have all the winners of past Bayou Bowls are in here. We've got Rakta won Bayou Bowl 3, Murdor won Bayou Bowl 2, and Fail won Bayou Bowl 1. So we've got all the champions are coming back for this as well. Murdor is he's known for excellent team play, and he's an excellent solo player, and he's got a very deadly focus. So I'm really looking forward to seeing him play again. We've got Bree. Bree might actually be really specially suited to this competition. Her weapon of choice is the Springfield, and that will be very, very available inside of Soul Survivor. So I'm looking forward to seeing her just pop off. She's amazing with a Springfield. She plays an extremely high level with just a Springfield. I can't imagine what it would be like out there if she decided that she's one day just going to take up long ammo. I've told her, please don't do that. That would be nice. But no, she's an absolute competitor. I'm really looking forward to seeing her compete. We've also got Witty. Witty's exploded on Twitch. He's making content, and he's just owning servers everywhere he goes. He's got some very pinpoint aim and a lot of explosive play. So he's gonna make his mark in this competition as well. We've got Jekyll, which is the the lesser half of Miss Hyde and Dr. Jekyll.
Better watch out. I think I saw Miss Hyde also.
Yeah, exactly. Anybody who's married will understand that. Is a solid high level player, and he could be a contender to make a really huge impact on the field. So let's see what he can do. We've also got Quinn. Quinn is like one of those, you ever like, that person's very quiet, but you don't really want to mess with that person. Mm-hmm. You know, that's Quinn. That's the best way I would describe Quinn. Quinn doesn't make a lot of noise, but he doesn't leave a lot of servers without the bounty. So yeah, approach at your own caution. And then we've got Robin as another team evasion team member who the only thing that I've seen so far is like, that guy's got some flicks on him and shots. I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about Robin.
Yeah, I mean, Robin, it's actually interesting. Robin is he is one of our oldest members here in Evasion. He is part of our content creator side, and he is actually, if I'm not mistaken, one of the newest Hunt partners. So you will be seeing Robin a lot on Hunt Showdown if you follow him, and an absolute slayer. He clicks heads. He enjoys just murdering everybody in every game that he plays. I absolutely love watching Robin's gameplay, And as Sigma said, Robin was a 5-star the same day he started Hunt, which is
Wow.
kind of insane. So yeah, one of the newest team members over at, or one of the newest Hunt partners. So make sure you go check them out. And also, I can't say too much, but we will have links for all of these competitors. Make sure you head over to their channels and follow them, because the day of the competition, there may be special things happening on their channels.
Yeah.
So make sure you follow every single one of them. That's all I can say right now. Can't give too much away. Got to keep some secrets for the day of the events. And that is our wrap up of all of the folks competing in the competition. But we do have some alternates in the background, just in case some of these folks can't make it. Go ahead, Death, and tell everybody about our alternates/subs.
We've got 2 alternates who are ready to step in. We've got Lady Dragon Slayer. She co-casted Bayou Bowl 3 with me, by the way, and she is a Shift W connoisseur, and also was a former Rainbow Six pro player. So I really hope that she gets an opportunity to step on the field. We've also got Azuki, who is a legendary Sea of Thieves streamer and also Hunt partner. It's one of these things where this list could be easily 50, 60 people, right? It could be even longer. And there's so many amazing creators out there that we would love to have, not just creators, even just players that we would love to see compete. We have to make a stand somewhere. But I think that this slate of 20 players is just going to be incredible. I cannot wait to see what happens.
I mean, I would love to cast 100 different players. I just love competition, and having the more the merrier. But we hard cut off at 20 this time. But maybe, who knows, in the future what might happen and what we might be able to bring down the pipeline. I honestly, go show every single competitor some love. Go give them a follow right now, and just support and find your favorite. You got to have somebody to root for. That's what breeds competition, is having your favorite. And that's exactly what we're going to get into right now. Is Death, I kind of want to know from your perspective. I mean, we both played Hunt. We play Hunt together, but you are way more knowledgeable about the game than I am. So I'm going to defer to you on a lot of this. Who is your fan favorite, do you think, right now? Who is your forerunner that is going to maybe run away with the competition?
I'm gonna go, and I've been asking, I've probably been like, I have my own opinions, but I also have been feeling out the community and saying, like, ever since we've announced, like, who do you think is gonna win? Who would you say would be the winner? And then Rakta's name comes up over and over and over again. But this is a competitive environment, right? We have seen past champions not get into the top. We've seen people who like I mean, it was a complete surprise that when Murder won. He came out of left field and took the competition and dominated. Those guys dominated Bayou Bowl too. So yeah, it's if I had to put some money down, I think Rock to Fail, Gunsmack, I think that they're definitely in the top as far as that goes, as far as who could take it. Delaney's also another one that I would be, but this is, again, it's like who knows, right? There is going to be a little bit of RNG inside of this, but it's over a 2-day competition, so the RNG is going to level it out. We are going to find out who is the better Hunt player out of all of this. And there's a lot of people I have not seen in a competitive setting yet, right? Like I mean, we've had some of these people compete in past things, but this is going to be Cal's first competition, and Cal is a deadly amazing player. So what is he going to do? And he is a specialist solo, and this is a solo competition. So this is right in his alley, right? And
all right, perfect. And that works out well, because you literally mentioned a few times, and I don't know if chat has picked up on it, because we haven't really announced what is going to be happening and what our hunters will be facing in the Bayou, but Death has kind of hinted at it. Let's go ahead and talk about what the hunters will be doing in the Bayou and look exactly at the game type and the rule sets. Let's bring it up on the screen for everybody. Death, go ahead and tell everybody what the game type is and how is it a little bit different maybe than before.
Sure. This is okay. So this is a Soul Survivor competition, formerly known as Quick Play. So this is the solo hunt experience. The way, just a really TLDR way of how Soul Survivor works is you spawn on the map. There are going to be 11 other players that spawn on the map. Your job is to go and find the rifts. Rifts are all over the map. They're essentially the same as clues and regular bounty hunt. Once you collect 4 rifts, you will become what is called the Wellspring. And the Wellspring will then have a lightning bolt. It's the same as carrying a bounty, except your dark sight boost is a little bit reversed. You will have a lightning bolt over your head, and everybody else will be able to look in dark sight to find you, to see where you are. So if you're the first there and there's still 7-8 people left alive on the server, given the early fights are over, everybody's going to be after you. And the way that we have done this in the past is we used to actually have the scoring was based upon the amount of bounty that they actually came out with, the dollar value of what they came out with. And the way that competition was won is that that was Rakta who won it. He essentially rushed the Wellspring, held the Wellspring for as long as he could, and then kind of wash, rinse, repeat. But that's no longer the case. For this is going to be points based on kills. You will get 1 point for every hunter that you kill without the Wellspring, and you will get 3 points for every hunter killed with the Wellspring. So you're incentivized to get the Wellspring as fast as you can and kill as many people as possible to clear the server and to get out and get into another game. That is how you will put points up. That is how you will win the game. And it is going to be an intense competition. It's very easy for everyone to understand as far as how points are awarded. And yeah, this is going to be exciting. I think this is the last competition that we did do with the with when it was a Soul Survivor competition. It was some of the most exciting hunt that I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
It will be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I'm very much looking forward to it. It's one of the things about this competition that it's a simple concept, but with a lot of variables that could happen. I mean, you're talking about Soul Survivor. You're loading in, don't have a lot of options. It's all about what you find on the ground, and making the scoring as simple as possible makes it to where it's very much about the strategy going forward, because you know exactly how to get your points. And that, to me, is one of the why doing it this way is one of the best ways possible. I can't wait for the future. Hopefully we'll be doing some competitions in more traditional bounty hunt, but for this I am very, very excited. Now,
yeah, I would love to see that. We just need custom games. Sorry, I just had to throw that in there.
Now, something else I want to point out, though, is this is a 2-day event. So that means the competitors will be competing across 2 days, and that will allow for some interesting strategies, because just because you have a bad day on the first day does not mean you will have a bad day on the second, and vice versa if you're having a good day. Death, what does this mean for the competitors? Do you think strategy is going to come into play with it being a 2-day event? And what do you think those strategies may look like?
I think the first thing that the 2-day event is going to do is it's going to really even out the RNG, right? Like, the more competition we have, the more that, like, oh, I didn't get the right draw, I didn't get the right cut on the map, or I didn't get like the right weapon, or this guy had this. It's, we're talking like over 6 hours of play. That is all going to equal out. That's the first big thing. But I also think a meta is going to develop, and the thing I'm most interested in is seeing what that meta is going to be. Like, we hope that it's going to be push the Wellspring, kill as much as you can, but we don't know, right? Like, I mean, that's the great thing about these games. We have no idea what is going to happen and who's going to do what and who's going to break the game, i.e. Gunsmack. No, I'm just kidding. But like these kind of things where they surprise us every time, and that's why I just get so interested in watching high level play like this. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's a great point. I mean, we're talking about the high level of play and a meta forming, because in every competition a meta does form. Now, my curious question though is, if you say you were competing in this, what would be your strategy going into day one? And if you're losing or winning going into day two, and how would that change for you?
Oh wow. If I was competing in this, and well, I think definitely like I would be trying to get to the wellspring as quick as I can, because one kill is, even if you get one kill as the wellspring, that's still 3 kills that you didn't have to earn. I think you just kind of throw caution into the wind here, and you W key as fast as you possibly can. Quick play is not particularly loaded so much with a lot of players, right? I think it represents about 5% of what players actually queue up for when it comes to hunt. Bounty hunt is really the mainstay of Hunt Showdown. But quick play does not have matchmaking, so it's like the fairest place that's why we use it, because it's the fairest place to run a competition. So I predict that we're going to see a lot of players go head to head, and I think what's going to happen is that we're going to get a lot of players who are going to be in the same situation, and we're going to see a lot of head to head among the roster, which will be exciting to see. And maybe they're going to be hungry. I really think, like, if I'm not having a good time on the first day, I think you just take time to refocus and get back in there and see what you can do. I don't think that there's any, unless somebody's like really, really, really pulled ahead, I don't think that there's a reason, say, if you're in like, 15th place or even 17th place or whatever, even 20th place, to really give up. You could still have a chance to actually push yourself up the scoreboard, because, it's quick play, wash, rinse, repeat.
Yeah.
There are no loadouts that you have to do. The only thing that you have to do at the beginning is pick out whether or not you want melee, short range, shotgun, or what's the other one? Random. That's right. So, pick that and go. And yeah.
And it's something you noted there. I mean, we're more than likely during this competition going to be seeing a lot of our competitors end up in head-to-head competition with one another, literally fighting each other on screen. And as a caster for Evasion, those are our favorite moments, is seeing these competitors fighting it out. Or one of my favorite things is when you see how close they get sometimes to one another without realizing that somebody is there, and that the pathways that they take. So that is something I am very much looking forward to in this competition.
Yeah,
and
Hunt is a horror game.
Wait.
Hunt is a horror game. It absolutely is. It is terrifying. Even after 5,000 hours myself, I still get surprised and scared at certain moments. So yeah.
Oh man.
Terrifying.
Exactly. Now, we've kind of touched base on a lot of the competitors. We've touched base on a lot of the strategies that we could be seeing from this, but something I want to touch base is specifically, as we are Evasion, we did start with Escape from Tarkov, is the crossover that we're having with a lot of our Tarkov competitors, such as Fudge, Trey, Robin, Tweak. I mean, even Pep and Gunsmack, they've all played Escape from Tarkov, as I assume most of these competitors have. Do you think that is going to have an effect on some of these competitors with a more Tarkov style extraction? They're used to those kind of gunfights, or do you think that they're too different and we won't see any crossover?
I think that the number one, you've got people that are not like these are both extraction shooters, and they have to make the best of a bad situation. The AI, I will say that there are differences between Hunt and EFT in some ways, right? Like EFT is like, you have a level 5 character or a level 5 PMC, and that PMC is like, moving a little slower. Hunt's not like that, right? Like it's there, you don't have to calculate turning speeds in a lot of ways. Loadout is not, what you carry is not going to weigh you down. The movement in Hunt is excellent, right? Like, and I mean, as a very big fan of EFT, I think that they're both unique in those ways, and I'd love for them to stay that way. But Hunt is a little bit more, I want to say, like arcadey in a lot in some ways. You're going to see a lot of different styles of play, right? And movement is very, very, very important in this game. So yeah, it's I think that the fearlessness of EFT will transfer over to Hunt quite nicely, and I think that the movement freedom is going to give a lot of these EFT players, make them like think, wow, this is okay, this game is different, but I get it, I understand it. That would be my answer.
Perfect. Well, and something, what I love about this and what I've been thinking about is we are doing Soul Survivor. So that, like you've said, there is no loadouts. You don't get to pick your hunter. You have no perks going in. It is just a man or a woman going into the bayou with finding what they can to kill what they need to. And one thing that I find very interesting and I'm very curious about is if there's a lack of knowledge in the guns, because you don't get to choose the guns. It's what you're used to. Do you think that's going to affect a lot of our competitors, and how so?
I think it could. I think that if you're, like if you're a meta, if you're a meta person, not calling out meta people at all. I know I see you in the chat, but it's okay. If you only play Dolch Mosin, you may have a problem if the only thing that you can pick up is a Nagant Precision. So, like that could be an issue. A lot of these players, to prepare for this, should really go in and be comfortable with whatever weapon that they get. You should pick on what style you actually would like to start with. If you want to start with the melee weapon, if you want to start with the short range weapon or the shotgun, those are decisions that you need to start making now. You can sort of pick your hunter. Sometimes there's like, a hunter that can not be seen as much as another one. There's like a really cool Bag of Sticks character that pops up quite frequently. So those ones are probably things you want to pick, as opposed to, say, like, the white shirt that is just, wearing the cowboy hat and stuff like that. You don't really want to do that. So there are ways that they can adapt, but this is why Quick Soul Survivor is such a good mode. It is really just up to you and your skill, right? Mm-hmm. And you will not have any MMR that's going to either give you a feed you a loss after a bunch of wins, or feed you a win after a bunch of losses. It is what you get.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I love about it. So I'm very excited to see these competitors go into this and what their skills say in the bayou while they are fighting it out. So with that being said, though, Death, I am holding your bones to the fire, as they say. Who's your winner? Who's your dark horse?
Fire. Let me think. Oh boy. I'm gonna pick three. I'm picking three. I'm gonna say Rock to Fail, and I'm gonna go Rock to Fail, Cal. Those are my winners, and my dark horses. Okay. My dark horses are gonna be Bushwhacker, Quinn, and Witty.
All right.
Those are the ones I'm going to go for.
Dad, you heard it here. If he cursed any of you, because I'm introducing Death to what we call the Caster's Curse. I kind of set him up for this. It's a double-edged sword. I apologize to the competitors that I just jinxed by forcing Death to do that. I am very, very sorry. But welcome, Death, to the Caster's Curse. We'll see if it plays out for you, because this competition is not far away. This is going to be taking place on September 9th and 10th. It's a 2-day event. We are extremely excited to have everybody be a part of that. Now, that being said, though, I want to explain one more thing to everybody at home, all of the competitors, everybody watching. This isn't just us having fun. This is for cold, hard cash. It will be September 9th and 10th with over $8,000 in prizes. I mean,
wow.
That in prize money, like, that is mind-blowing. So let me break it down to you how this is going to go. First place, whoever wins this competition that, unfortunately Death just jinxed, and they will not be. But first place will be taking home $3,000. Second place will be taking home $2,000. Third place will be taking home $1,000. And then fourth, fifth, and sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th place will all be taking home money also. So being in the top 10 puts you into that money. That is huge, and that is where you will want to be. And that is what our competitors will be fighting for. Over $8,000. Bayou Bowl 4 is going to be right around the corner. Once again, I am so happy and want to thank Crytek for being a part of this, for helping out and kind of, supporting what we are doing here. And just thank the guys and the entire team over at Crytek. Again, thank you so much. And honestly, I wanted to thank Death. I mean, Death, this is your baby. This is something you have kind of grown from nothing and allowed us here at Evasion to do. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of this.
Thank you guys for being this. I really want to thank Sig and Hotel and everybody at Crytek and yourself, Bunny. This is like a dream for me to have our competition grow and to have the community grow as well with it. So thank you guys, and thank you to all the competitors. I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys out there. Just have fun and good luck.
Yeah. Now, that being said, we're not quite done yet here on the show. I want to extend to the community, the Hunt community at large. Guys, make sure you are following us on Evasion, because over the next few weeks, we want to be getting all of our competitors together to do some practices and maybe some server takeovers in Hunt Showdown. So that way we can have everybody having a good time practicing the game and just getting at each other during a community night. So make sure you head over to Twitter or x.com, whichever it is now, and follow Evasion, because we will be posting about community nights over there, getting the community involved and just having a blast. I mean, I love community nights in every game, and getting people together is always a blast. So once again, follow us over at Evasion_GG on Twitter /X, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. So community nights are September 4th through the 8th is what Sigma is saying in chat. So wanted to make sure we got that clarified. Perfect. 4th through the 8th, having a great time with the community. I will probably be there because I love Hunt and I love, enjoying this. I mean, this is why we do it. We love these games. We love the communities, and we love putting on these competitions. Oh, man. Death.
I'm excited.
This has been
Can we just do it now? Can we just do it now? I'm ready.
You just want to do community now? We'll just do community.
Now.
Everybody,
no,
come
like
on, community. Everybody
Let's
hop
go.
in.
Let's go right now. I'm ready. Just make it a week event. It can be fine.
Yeah,
That'll
just
be
make it a
fine.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be happy. We're just killing all their servers with us, just community nighting it for a week. So they'll love it. Well, that is going to wrap up the show. Make sure, again, you follow all of our competitors that are in this, because, like I said, can't announce anything right now. There may be something special on their channels. Go show them some love. Make sure you head over to our website, also evasion.gg, so that way you can stay up to date on all of the events that we have coming up, whether it's the community night or the actual date of events for every game that we will be promoting and being a part of in the future.
Like with special, that, are you dropping? Are you dropping some kind of hint right now? Is that what you're doing?
I'm just saying there may be something special. That's all I can say. My lips are sealed. That's all I can say. I'm not dropping anything at all.
Yeah, I would not drop any hints.
No. We are not dropping any hints. But make sure you follow them all. Show them some love. I expect to go to their channels and see all of your names following them, and them just having a giant follower list grow tonight. So make sure you do that. Oh, with that being said, though, I think we are going to wrap the show up. I am so excited for these competitors. Death, go ahead. Reintroduce yourself one more time. Tell everybody at home where they can find you and exactly who you are.
I am Death. I am known as Games with Death on all socials, so come check me out.
Perfect. Short and simple. Games with Death on all socials. Seriously, go over and show Death some love. It is an absolute blast playing with Death. I enjoy hanging out in Death streams. You'll see me in there watching him do his crazy, hide in the water dead until he hears people, sneak up on a boat, then revive and kill them all, and just laugh. So... And watch him break bones and, everything like that. So show Death some love. Guys, I, once again, am your host, as always, Unfluffy Bunny. You can find me right here on Twitch at Unfluffy Bunny. You can find me on Kick at Bunny Was Taken, and all the socials at Unfluffy Bunny. With that being said, we are going to close it out there. Let's watch that player video one more time, and we are going to send you over to Hornet, so don't go anywhere. Much love, and I cannot wait to see you in the Bayou. Have a great evening.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Good shot. Not a bad selection.
All right.
Controlling oil rig right now.
Wait,
Oh,
one's
another
running
one.
away. One's.
Yeah.
Did I just smoke him?
Oh my!
It's awkward. Give me a second.
One guy in the church.
Gotcha.
My God, he's
Whoa.
dead.
One off.
Dude, no fucking way!
Hey, guys.
No way.